Now an 8 on your side investigation. Poisoned water at Camp Lejeune. It is an environmental disaster spanning decades, and it's finally getting at the attention of the federal government. In Florida alone, more than 20,000 former Marines and their families have been exposed. And today there are allegations of a cover-up and foot-dragging in a Senate hearing on Capitol Hill. In fact, last night we introduced you to a woman who has suffered since her birth at Camp Lejeune, where cancer-causing chemicals poisoned the drinking water. Tonight, 8 on your side investigator Mark Douglas picks up the story with an emotion-filled Senate hearing about the VA's slow response to this problem.
Keith, today one senator declared Camp Lejeune's poisoned water problem the worst incident of environmental exposure in our nation's history. There is mounting frustration at what the VA is doing to help thousands of former Marines and their families who drank that water.
It's not fair. They did this to so many people.
Tracy Bird is one of them, poisoned in the womb by toxic tap water when her family lived at Camp Lejeune 40 years ago.
I was a twin. My brother passed away at birth.
Bird has endured a lifetime of illness. Last year, this mother of two almost died from breast cancer, a disease the government now attributes to poisoned water at Camp Lejeune.
At 7 and 9, my girls helped me plan my funeral.
Today on Capitol Hill, North Carolina Senator Richard Burr blasted the Marine Corps. He's mad about what happened to thousands of Marine families who drank and bathed in toxic water over a period of 34 years.
Our government rewarded the sacrifices of these patriotic men and women by negligently poisoning them and their families and by engaging in a decades-long cover-up.
The Senate hearing focused on what the VA is now doing to process health claims related to Camp Lejeune's tainted water. Former Marine Sergeant Jerry Ensminger lost his 9-year-old daughter, Janie, to leukemia.
The 30th anniversary of her death was just 5 short, painful days ago.
Ensminger and several senators spent hours sparring with VA executives over processing health claims for countless Camp Lejeune victims across the nation.
They shouldn't need to wait any longer for the help that they deserve.
But Ensminger insists due to changing rules and VA bureaucracy, many still do.
Agents within the VA system have expended more effort, time, and money devising methods to deny Camp Lejeune victims their rightful benefits rather than providing them.
There is a process for making VA claims for Camp Lejeune victims. You can find that on our website. But advocates say it's simply not working. In Tracy Bird's case, it took many months to process payment for her bills. There's also a limit to the number of so-called presumptive conditions covered under this Camp Lejeune Act, Keith.
Mark, why isn't the VA moving more swiftly? 20,000 people and who knows how many more?
Hundreds of thousands across the country, 20,000 just in Florida potentially. Well, that's what the critics want to know. They want to know why the VA isn't acting faster. Now, today, VA administrators say they're just trying to do it correctly because if they don't, it's going to clog up the system. And we all know how problematic that already is for many other veterans. So that's their excuse.
Well, Mark, thank you for bringing it to our attention. And if you have been affected by tainted water at Camp Lejeune, we have posted links with more information on our homepage of WFLA.com.